I'm still not sure if we're not better off watching The Big Bang Theory and Elementary on Thursday nights on CBS instead of football, but it is what it is. And tonight we've got Denver hosting San Diego. Now, early in the season, you'll remember that the home Chalks were just scoring the big double-digit blowout wins. As a matter of fact, 4 of the first 5, I believe, Thursday night games, that's how it went. But the past 2 weeks, we've seen a road dog with the Jets at New England and a road chalk with Indianapolis getting the covers. Now, inherently on Thursday nights, the home team always has the advantage because they're at home. Problem with tonight's game is you have to ask yourself, are you going to pay too much on Denver? Because the last perception that everybody has out there and the public consciousness is the fact that you saw Peyton Manning setting the touchdown passing record and scorching San Francisco's secondary on Sunday night. So naturally, the public has jumped all over the Broncos today. Is it right? Is it wrong? Well, that's what we're going to find out here this evening. Now, what I can tell you, of course, the Broncos, yes, they're playing at home, so they don't have to travel. But they also had less time to recuperate because they did play late on Sunday night. Meanwhile, you had a San Diego team that had reeled off 5 straight wins. You saw that winning streak come to a halt when Kansas City used its punishing ground game to take care of business in an upset of the Chargers this past Sunday. Listen, it's not like San Diego is traveling cross country. They're hopping on a plane. They're going to be in Denver in an hour and 20 minutes on a charter. That's how it goes. So I think we have an interesting game, and it all comes down to which side of the fence you fall on in terms of whether or not you think the public has simply pushed this line up too far or whether there is value in laying the points with Denver. Now, tonight, we've got Scott Delaney, who was a charter member of the site. I started these sites about 11 and a half years ago. He is one of the charter members. Tonight, in the 11 years he has been at the site, tonight he's got his first ever 200-dime NFL release. First ever 200-dime NFL release on the Broncos-Chargers side. And you're going to save $60, which means you're going to get it for over half price off by using the coupon code FIRST. That's spelling out the word, F-I-R-S-T. Now, keep in mind, he's on a 67 and 40 roll with 100-time top major wager releases over the past 5 years in all sports combined. Matter of fact, you got one just last week in Game 5 of the NLDS with San Francisco over St. Louis, a $99 play you got for $22, in fact. But this play is twice as strong. It's bigger than his 80-dime winner last night on the Kansas City Royals. First ever 200-dime NFL play of his career. You get it. Save $60 off, more than half price off by using coupon code FIRST. FYI. And I'm telling you this because if you happen to be on a package with any of the handicappers I'm about to mention, you're going to know what the play is, guys. I'm doing this for you because I don't want you to spend money for no reason at all. Listen, I am on the same side as Delaney. So if you have my play, you know what Delaney's on. Anthony Redd and Craig Davis, who both have monster plays on tonight's game, they are on the opposite side of Delaney and myself. So there's your heads up for today. FYI, Jeff Benton. There was college football tonight. Jeff Benton, who last night you got his discounted winner on the Royals taking care of business. It was a 50-dime play. Today, 50-dime winner number 6 in a row. And 25 out of 39 overall. It's your Virginia Tech, Miami of Florida side. You save $77. You get it for just $22. Again, just as strong as his play last night on the Royals. Just as strong as his play on the Colts on Sunday. Just as strong as his play on Tuesday night with UL Lafayette. You get it for $22. Save $77 off the regular price by using coupon code JEFF22, Jeff 22. 777 triple play of the day. Chris Jordan's AFC West total of the month. San Diego, and Denver, the over-under. You get it for $7.77 from Chris by using coupon code CHRIS777. Now, before I get to your free picks, and I'm going to take a look at both of your college games here tonight. Charity play of the week won yesterday. Brad Wilton, you got his biggest postseason release, his 60-dime winner, number 3 in a row in baseball on the Royals and the Giants going over. It was a $99 play. You got it for free. So you know the deal with the charity play of the week selections. I give you a top play of a top handicapper for free, and then the following day, if it wins, I ask you to make a donation to someone in a time of financial need and duress. And today, I wanted to tell you the story about a young family in Texas. They're burdened financially after their little girl, Amelia, was recently born via emergency C-section at 31 weeks because she had a condition which resulted in the accumulation of fluids around her body, and it started putting undue pressure and compression on her heart. So they had to take her from her mother's womb early. She only weighed a little over 3 pounds at birth, and she's been in the hospital, Texas Children's Hospital, since that time. You can imagine, and as I've told you, and as you're probably well aware, insurance doesn't foot all the bills. Insurance doesn't cover the loss of wages from parents taking off time, and who wouldn't take off time from their works in such an emergency crisis situation. It doesn't cover for traveling expenses. It doesn't cover for room and board, etc. So that's why I'm asking you to make a donation. I don't care if it's $5, $50, or $500. Listen, you'll see my donation. I was the first one there early today. I make a donation with Steve every single one of these charity plays, but I'm asking you to make it in return. Together, we've created a community of caregivers, which I think has absolutely made a difference in so many people's lives, strangers to you and me. I don't do this for publicity. Listen, I've given away over $5 million worth of action over the past 3 years, but I do it because together we have easily contributed well over 300,000. I really think it's probably closer to 350,000 to total strangers in times of need over the past 3 years. So I'm asking you to make the donation. You can click on the link right here. You'll read the story, and underneath you'll see the link. When you look at that young family and you see that little girl with all those tubes and all those wires and all those monitor leads on her, you tell me how you can't give some money. And again, I also believe in karma, guys. I believe in karma. You can't have enough of it. It doesn't guarantee you have a great life. It doesn't guarantee that you're going to win as opposed to losing. But you tell me, can you ever have enough good, positive karma in your life? So please make the donation. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, they have a PayPal as well. You can do it all there. And of course, after a charity play wins, in the old days, up to like 6-7 months ago, I used to give you an ability to save money on a discounted package from the Handicapper, in this case, Brad Wilton, who won the play. But as time evolved, I realized I don't want to make it so you have to pick that Handicapper. So here, you can save $125 off the plays of any 30-day package from any Handicapper here at the site by using coupon code SAVE125. $125 off, save $125 of any 30-day package from any Handicapper, or you can save $50 from any 7-day package from any Handicapper by using coupon code SAVE50. All the details are on the homepage of the site. Listen, again, if you happen to be, for example, if you're in the middle of a long-term package with me, and let's say you have 11 days left and you want to get another 30 days, well, then you would have 41 days of service. You would save the $125 off the purchase price. If you have an instant rebate applicable, that works as well. We've gone through a lull here in the last 3 weeks or so where we haven't really had a lot. Always love when your phone goes off in the middle of the video reports. That was Steve I just hung up on. He'll get over it. So anyway, it's applicable as well. And you ever have any questions, you can always contact customer service. Also keep in mind that with these discount codes, with the lull that we've had, with not having really sports every single day, that all ends next week with the start of the NBA. And again, when you buy any 30-day Handicapper package, you get all the plays, all the sports, no matter what it is. So check it out. Let's talk about these games here tonight. I think they're both difficult, and yet I do have a clear choice in both of them. First, let's talk about the East Carolina game against UConn. I can't come up with one good reason to tell you to grab the 4 touchdowns with Connecticut, because what have the Huskies done here? At all. They're 3-11 against the spread their last 14 appearances as a road dog. Their secondary has been scorched this season for 10 touchdown passes versus only 1 interception. And they're going against a high-powered East Carolina offense led by senior quarterback Shane Carden, who has 16 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions on the season. This is East Carolina's only home game in a 7-week stretch. Now, East Carolina has not looked that good. I got to be honest with you, in its last couple of games, a lackluster win, 45-24 at home against Southern Methodist, a game which they jumped out to the early lead. SMU had only scored 6 points in their first 4 games of the season. They put 24 points on the board here. This is the same SMU team that was held to 3 points by Cincinnati at home this past Saturday. So that's kind of surprising. And then they went on the road 12 days ago at South Florida, and the Bulls suck. I mean, let's be honest. And they only won that game 28-17. Listen, I realize when you have a high-powered offense and you're laying big points, it's not like you can automatically go out and tell your guys, if you're the head coach, hey, we're going to score 56 tonight. It's going to be that easy. It's not that easy. You just don't snap your fingers. You know what I mean? And yet I look at this Connecticut team, and they are punchless offensively. They lost 12-3 at Tulane in their last game. They're 0-5 straight up and against the spread versus 1A schools this season. Hell, they didn't even cover against Stony Brook, and that was their cupcake game in week number 2. So, again, a team that is averaging just 12 points a season, 12 points a game, ranked 124th in the nation. FYI, there's only 125 FCS schools, okay? So that's where they stand. And who's number 125, just in case you're on Jeopardy tonight? The answer is SMU, averaging a little under 7 points a game. So I would lay the points with East Carolina. Now, the other game is more difficult. It's Miami of Florida and Virginia Tech. Listen, I gave you a free pick last Thursday on Virginia Tech at Pittsburgh, and Tech did nothing. I mean, couldn't stop Pittsburgh, a one-dimensional offense at all. Couldn't get anything going offensively on their own. Now, granted, Virginia Tech's running back situation has been precarious at best. Their top 3 backs have been out for a number of weeks. Now, their number 1 guy is expected to be back here tonight. He better do something because they only had 25 yards rushing net, I think it was last week at Pittsburgh. You got Miami of Florida as a 3-point favorite in this con. Let me just double-check that game. I just want to make sure that is still the line we're looking at after compiling my notes a little earlier. Okay, Miami of Florida is a 2-point favorite in this game. Do you find it kind of weird that the Hurricanes are the road favorite, and this is a team that's 0-3 on the road this season? Right? Go figure. I mean, they got hammered at Louisville in their season opener 31-13. They got beaten by Nebraska as the Cornhuskers came back for a 41-31 win in Lincoln. They lost to Georgia Tech because they couldn't stop the Yellow Jackets ground game 28-17. Interesting. So you have a Hokies team that lost 21-16 at Pittsburgh. They're just 2-3 in their last 5 games straight up. After starting the season 2-0 with the upset win in Columbus at the Horseshoe against Ohio State. Again, go figure. They lost at home to East Carolina. They lost at home to Georgia Tech. Their only 2 wins in their last 5 games came in a shootout with North Carolina, a team that can't stop anybody, and against an overmatched team from the MAC, Western Michigan. Tech, 15-31-1 against the spread. That's their ATS slide. 15-31-1 against the spread. What's that? Quick math here, guys. In their last 47 games on the board. Now, Tech did win in Miami, Florida last year, 42-24. Total yards just ran wild in that game. Had 549 total yards. But it's a different Virginia Tech team. Problem is, their quarterback, the former Texas Tech signal caller, Brewer, has been wildly inconsistent. I think 11 touchdown passes, 10 interceptions. Miami, Florida, has gotten very good and surprising quarterback play from Brad Kea, who has completed a little over 60-some% of his passes this season for over 1,800 yards, 16 touchdowns, but also 9 interceptions. And FYI, he's got 2 interceptions in each of their 3 road losses this season. So you've got a Miami team that's 1-6-1 against the spread, and its last 8 is a dog, right, on the road. You've got a Tech team that's 6-14-1 against the spread in its last 14 games last 21 games as a home favorite in Blacksburg. Go figure. My hunch, for lack of better terms, although Virginia Tech is the better defensive team, I think Miami of Florida is the more athletic team, has a little more team speed, and I think this is the night that the Hurricanes finally break through on the road. Listen, it's not like the Hurricanes were playing cupcakes on the highway, for Christ's sake. You know, Louisville, much improved team. Nebraska, a much better team. Georgia Tech, a tough team to beat in Atlanta because of that triple option. You just can't prepare for them on a week's notice. So I think Miami of Florida, if they don't turn the ball over, and you can't handicap turnovers, is the way to go in this contest here this evening. So Miami of Florida and East Carolina, I'll go with both favorites. One, the big 4-touchdown home chalk. The other one, the road favorite, as your 2 free selections here tonight. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I will catch you again on Friday when we do this one more time.